Hi, thank you for coming to my presentation. My name is Yoriko Oki, and as I just said, I'm talking to you today from Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, which is right next to Vancouver. And if you ever flown into Canada, Vancouver before, Vancouver Airport is actually in Richmond. So you've been to Richmond before. As always, I do have a slideshow for you today. I talked about my blue yarns yesterday and just gave you a teaser. And if you missed yesterday's presentation, I do have a recording and I will upload it on my YouTube channel this afternoon. So I'm sure you can get the link from Stitches people. Bye. Let's get my slide started. Okay, so this is me. If you like to find where I am, my website is yorikooki.com. And if you like to follow what I'm doing, I'm most active on Instagram. And I'm trying to put the link into chat. I might just getting myself tangled. There we go. It's in the chat. You can click on that and find me on my website and Instagram. Oh, you know what? This is a wrong slide. Sorry. This is yesterday's slide. Oops. There we go. This is today's portion. Okay, so before I get started, I do have an offer for you, and that's I offer free shipping when you buy $50 or more Canadian from my website. That's pretty much just 2 skeins of yarn, and shipping is not cheap these days. So if you could take that opportunity, that would be very nice. And when you add $50 item, when you check out, there's an option to choose free shipping. So make sure you choose the free shipping when you do that. Okay, so I talked about this Lakeside collection yesterday. And then I show you at the end, I wove shawls from the Warp of Lakeside collection. I am a weaver. Is there any weaver in the audience today? If you're a weaver, let me know in the chat. Say yes. So I just put the stripes of yarn in Lakeside collection on the loom and just like I made the draft myself. This is H shaft pattern. Kelly and Nathaniel are weavers. Yes, weavers are sisters. Like I was told, all the weavers are sisters and brothers of Web family. So we are a family. Okay. All right. And then I changed the weft color to make these 3 shawls. And this is the fun of weaving. I always tell my student, there's a warp yarn in weaving, right? The warp yarn goes onto the loom, held under tension, and then you weave in the weft yarn that goes sideways, back and forth. So warp yarn is just 50% of the colors of weaving, and then you add another 50% of weft. So by changing the weft colors, you can change the appearance of colors in weaving just drastically. And this is just fun part of weaving. Some people struggle with it, but I think this is really like very different in weaving from knitting and crochet. Okay, and then I have a Galaxy collection. I don't go into details because I only have 30 minutes, but this is the first collection of yarn I designed about 5 years ago. It's very still popular and I dye them a lot regularly. So I did the same thing with Galaxy collection. One day I put all the colorways from Galaxy collection on the loom. I didn't even bother switching or alternating the yarn ends to mix the colors. They're just straight stripes. Because all the colorways from the collection has some, common factors in terms of colors, they kind of blend well each other. And this is the 3 shawls I wove from this warp. So this is the scarf, one of the scarves I'm wearing today. And if you remember the first slide of Galaxy collection, some of the colorways didn't any purple in it, right? But because I used the purple color yarn in the weft, the whole scarf kind of looks like purple, which I really like. I decided to keep them for myself. Okay, so these are the colors I had. Say like there's black one, there's no purple in there, there's a brown one. And this is a really only like purplish color yarn in this collection. But when you can see that here as well, these are the only purple ones. But when I close with purple yarn as weft, like you can actually weave a purple scarf because 50% of the weaving is weft. So you could do similar thing with knitting as well. And this is kind of, I'm working on right now. And there'll be a little teaser a little bit later. And this is a supernova, the purple yarn in the Galaxy collection. This is actually my most popular colorway in my shop usually. Right before Halloween, I may get Halloween colorways a little like, in terms of sales, it may go a little over this one, but usually Supernova is the most popular colorway. It's really bright, in a way kind of showy, very flashy. And so it's really fun if you're making socks or maybe like shawls, scarves. But some people just may find this is a bit too flashy for wearables, like sweaters, so like, more bigger area of a garment like ponchos. So let's see what Rachel did with this yarn. Okay, so this poncho was made by Rachel. She's Treehouse Knits on Instagram. She's an amazing, talented woman. She does everything. She knits, she crochets, she weaves. I think she spins as well, but mostly like she's stitching right now, like embroidery, cross stitching. And she has a podcast called Frost Toss. So check her out if you're interested. And one year, her husband came to my studio in Vancouver. I think he was on business trip. And then he was just so cute in the way he came to my studio and started talking like nonstop. He just like brag about his wife, like, she's so talented. She does all those things. And, she knits and crochet and weave and spins and like, what can I get for her? That was a very good question because I didn't know Rachel at all back then. And it's like I asked her, like, does she wear purple? And he said, I don't know. Okay, that's something you can start educating your partner if you like. When they go onto the business trip, like they should know what you want, right? But anyway, so I told him that I really don't know what your wife wants, but this is my most popular colorway. He says, okay, I take it. So he took 2 skeins with him. And a few months later, Rachel tagged me and surprised me with this beautiful poncho. The pattern is Bonjour High Cowl by Espace Tricot. They are yarn shop in Montreal. Anyways, but what Rachel did in this project is she paired this really bright, nice, flashy supernova with black lace weight mohair yarn. And she effectively toned down the whole thing so that it's a bit more wearable if you're shy with colors. Like if you don't have problem, that's okay too. So, but if you look closely, you can see all those nice bright colors of supernova through this like thin veil of black mohair. So you don't really lose it, but you can change the colors to your liking. So I like sharing this trick with you. I always include this slide in my presentation, and this is something you could do yourself too. I'm pretty sure you have a skein or two, at least, of yarn, which you like the handle of it. It feels nice. Okay, that's like number one factor of keep or trash kind of stash strategy. You like the feel of it. Okay, if you don't like the feel, give it away or donate it to school or thrift store. But the color is not quite what you want. Does it sound familiar? Probably. I'm sure a lot of people do. And oftentimes it happens because somebody gave it to you as a gift. And some people tend to pick the colors they want instead of the recipient want, right? And when that happens, you don't really want to give it away to somebody else because it was a gift given to you. So you kind of feel guilty to get rid of it. So if that's the case, you could pair with different color of mohair yarn to change or shift the colors to your liking. So I've been doing a lot of swatches with this mohair yarn. And I have to apologize at this point. If I were a good marketing person, which I'm not really, I should have a lot of mohair yarn in my shop at this point. But to be honest, I don't. The reason being, I had a one in-person show and one trunk show last month, and mohair was a big seller. And I wanted restock, but my supply year was, of course, out of stock. Like supply chain issues show pretty well for us. So I don't have a lot, but I am planning to dye more. And also you can get them from your local yarn shop or other dyers, like your favorite dyers. So anyways, these 5 swatches, I started with this yarn in the middle called Starry Night. And usually when you pair with mohair, a lot of people look for the colors, which is very close to or like identical to the fingering weight yarn. So this is why I did here. Yes, like the color doesn't really change, right? But say this was given to you by somebody and it's pretty cool looking. Like I told you yesterday, my colors tend to be a little cool side. But you're kind of more warm color kind of person and you want to warm it up. So what I did here, this one, is I knitted it with brown color mohair. So it's very different from this one, right? And this, I have to say, this picture is not really doing the justice. It's really rich golden shimmering color with brown mohair. And so I tried with other things, and this pale green one is actually one of my favorite at the moment. Thank you, Nathania. And thank you, Janet. And it's like a, do I have the yarn here? Okay. This is the mohair yarn I used with the, so this is the color combo. You probably don't think of using these together usually, but they work. And the swatch almost looks like this spring filled and spring filled with sprinkle of violets in the field. It's really pretty because I can still see the purple of this Starry Night through the mohair. So it's just so much fun to play with those colors. And I have been teaching online since a year and a half ago, and I'm taking 3 months off to take care of some family business. And also what I promise my students is I am going to write at least one new class so that you can join us later. So I don't want to spoil anything, but this is kind of teaser. This class may be coming. I think I saw Elaine, so I don't spoil it too much, but it's coming, and it's coming. It will be announced very soon. And if you like to play with colors like this, you can take a class with me. Okay. So this is something I'm working on right now. So as a product, I have this Love Note sweater kit in my shop. Right now, I have a 3 color combos. And the first one is this blue heather combo. Quite often when I show my customers the combination I use for this sweater, a lot of people says, no, you didn't. Did you? I like did you part. It like quite often follows with did you? That kind of disbelief and everything. And yes, I did. I don't lie to you. I made this sweater about 2 years ago. That's when the Love Note sweater was released. And I saw lots of people just choosing 2 very similar colors to make this sweater. And as a weaver, I know you can blend the colors, like, the optical blending like weavers do. I want to show people you can have more fun with mixing colors. And you don't have to get the brand new yarn for this sweater. Like, look at your stash. Just get you really need 2 skeins for pretty decent size adult sweater. If you're a little bigger side, you may need 3 skeins. But you may have 3 skeins of same yarn in your stash, right? And then you have to add some mohair yarn. And mohair really goes long way because you can knit really loose, but the fabric still has the stability because the fats of the mohair fills in those holes. So this is my optical blending, the beginning of my optical blending journey. So this is a very popular colorways, and I do have them available in my shop. And I have 2 more options. So this is coffee combo. And again, I use kind of a dark and light combo, and I love the way it turned out. I like to make a sweater for myself with this combo. When and if I have time. Just too many ideas always. Okay, so that's the coffee combo. And then I do have a pink combo, which is, again, dark and light combo. And somebody said at the in-person show, this has kind of a 20s vibe. 20 meaning like 1920. I have to be clear on that now. So yeah, this is a really cute combo if you want to make a sweater for little girl or maybe a big girl like ourselves. Yeah, I know too many ideas. The story of a knitting journey, like all of us, just too many ideas. And I just want to point out, you don't have to use these combos for lap knot sweater. I listed some knot sweater, but there are lots of beautiful, beautiful design that calls for the combination of kip mohair and the fingering weight yarn. So I like to show you one project I did. This is the coffee combo. It's a really cute hat. The name of the pattern is, you can read this, Salma hat, designed by Ines Sang. Ines is a local designer. She's a very nice person, very shy. She's not very, she's a very private person, but I got to know her quite well, and she's really, really nice. Okay, Salma hat by Ines Sang. And what she did is, people kind of mystified, how did you get like white spot or bubbles? And what she did is, we just knit 2 strands of yarn together, like one kip mohair and one is a fingering weight. When you come to the bubble, you only use the mohair yarn. You just drop the fingering weight yarn. Just use the keep mohair yarn to make bubble. And when it's done, you hold two strings together and keep knitting. And making those little bubbles was just so satisfying. I don't know what it was, but I had so much fun. So if you need a really warm hat for your next winter, you may want to give it a try. And it's so light. And it's like, I made a little bigger because I have a big head, but it's really cute. Doesn't look very cute on me, but it is cute. So that's a summer hat, and just some example you can use. Oh, look at my hair. I did a good job. Don't try hat on the live show on Zoom. Now I learned. Yeah, thank you, Nathania. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of idea. You don't have to use my Love Note Sweater kit for just Love Note Sweater. You can use it for anything you want. So that's another shot of pink combo. Okay, so that's about it about the optical blending, today's theme. And sure, I have a little bit more time, so I like to show you another collection called Earth Day Collection. And Earth Day Collection is currently offered on the Donegao yarn, which is the fingering weight, about 440 yards per skein. So I released this collection about a year ago for Earth Day. And it has been pretty popular since then. And I'm very happy because it took me almost a year to design this collection. And I started, this is kind of my byproduct of pandemic self-isolation. Because as I said earlier, I live in a city where the airport is, right? So about May or June 2020, everything's kind of shut down and quiet, less traffic on the ground and in the air. I do hear like planes going back and forth, not right above me, but it's close by. But no, I didn't hear anything. And then one day I realized the sky was so clear. And then at night, I saw more stars than I usually did. And I started thinking about, oh my God, like what are we doing to our Earth? And then I saw news, people saying like the pollution is way down, especially in the city area. So that was, I was part of that too. So I started collecting, starting with the image of the Earth from space, and then other images of, I feel like, very representative of the nature on the Earth. And that's how this Earth Day collection was born. So it's a 5 skein collection, and you can buy them as, I think full skein set is sold out at the moment, but I do have a mini skein set, and you can buy individual colorways as well. So this is New Beginnings. The idea is when I go on the highway, it doesn't have to be highway, but about mid-March, all the trees started shooting the new growth. And it almost looks like this blue and green colors covering the sky with mist. I love driving that time of the year. And so this is the inspiration for this colorway. And then I have a weeping willow. Some people commented weeping willow is a kind of interesting name for colorway, and they asked me what is it, and the answer is Japanese people love weeping willow. As you probably noticed, like I'm Japanese, and we use weeping willow a lot. It's usually planted along the river. I think it just solidifies the soil as well, so that the the river shore doesn't collapse. So this is kind of my Japanese content in the collection. And then I have a tidal pond. Tidal pond or tidal pool is a very interesting ecosystem. And it has its own, like even like each single pool could have a different ecosystem itself. And I'm already fascinated about like looking into those pools and like see what's inside. So that's tidal pond. And this is Mother Earth. And this was the first colorway I designed for this collection. And that was about June 2020. So it took me about 1 year to develop all the colorways. I'm not a very quick thinker. I tend to think too much as an introvert and like think. And sometimes I don't do anything, just thinking. But I'm glad I could put this collection out to the world. Then I have a deep sea on Donegao. And this is more like tonal colorway with dark green, blue, and navy. So that's the Earth Day collection. And it's still like just 1 year old collection. So I don't have a lot of finished project pictures, but I did make, I forgot to correct the spelling again, sorry. I keep doing this. Anyways, this pattern is called Staycation Cowl. There's a Y missing on stay. Staycation Cowl, it's a crochet pattern and designed by Amanda Kafka. I love the way this cowl wears. It's really, really cute. And that's so quick. I finished in 2 or 3 nights. And the most time consuming part is making those tassels. And you have the option to cut the tassel, the fringe out, or like you can just keep it like as loops like that. I decided to keep it as loops because if you cut it, it starts kind of getting messy, right? So I thought it's kind of cute to keep it as loops. So that's Staycation Cowl by Amanda Kafka. It's a crochet pattern. And I have one spin-off this from this Earth Day collection. I usually have few spin-offs and I may get some more later on. But right now I have the Spring Meadow, which is very close to Weeping Willow, but those red and yellow dots. It's like all those cute little daisies sprinkled on a spring field, that kind of idea. So that's it from me today. And thank you so much for joining me again. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you have to go to somewhere else, I totally understand. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Right. I hope you enjoyed the show. New World Wine Tours. That sounds really good. They said they love all those colorways. Though these
Sorry, I didn't know how to type it. It's the one that's the last green one before it starts to go into the purple. What color, like what option is that?
This one?
Yeah, that one. I love that one.
This is Deep Sea.
Deep Sea?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And it's available on your website?
I think so. I'm terrible.
I'll have a look. No problem.
There should be at least 1 or 2 of them.
Okay.
And if you need more, just give me a shout and I can dye more.
Okay.
And this one here is the Starry Night I use for the swatches for the mixing with mohair. And these are all Earth Day collections, colorways. They look nice as background, I find. And then like, as you see, like I said yesterday, I tend to be more blue person. So you see lots of blues. This one looks black, but it's actually like marine navy blue. Thank you. Please check my website and I give you the link again. And if you could follow me on Instagram, that's great as well. Okay, so I hope you have good weekend and hope to see you soon again somewhere. Okay, have a good day.